Okay, guys, this is a new restaurant that I'm delivering to, but it is not really new because I have been delivering to the owner of this restaurant for a number of years. And this is a really cool story because this is the Youngstown BBQ Company. Jeremy, the owner, has turned his side hustle. He had like a mobile barbecue pit, and he would take it to parties and cater events kind of thing. And he's turned it now into a brick and mortar dine-in restaurant here in Boardman. This is a really cool place, but it's also got a really cool story. There he is back there. What I like about him, he does all of my work. All right, let's come on back here and let's meet Jeremy. Everyone, this is Jeremy. How you doing?
Pretty good.
All right.
Pretty good.
And you look like you're frazzled, though.
Yeah.
So you're opening up a new restaurant.
Yep.
You've been juggling a lot of balls.
We have been.
And you also had, I don't know if you want to call it red tape, but you had some trouble opening because of regulations for the kitchen and stuff.
Yeah. Hoods, permits, all that fun stuff.
But you got it all figured out. You're open for business, and your barbecue. And you're barbecuing with the best barbecue firewood in the Mahoning Valley. Right
Definitely.
here.
I love it.
All right.
I do.
Yeah. Well, Jeremy, I was showing off the front of your building, and I noticed that you were doing all the work, which is usually the case with restaurants, right? The owner does everything.
Yeah. I'm here all the time, but I do have a great team that pulls everything together for me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you started off as, you just cooked as a hobby, is that right?
Yeah, so we just kind of started as a hobby, doing it for friends, family, and then it just slowly kept on building to where we are right now. Kind of wild.
Yeah, and you have done this too while you're working full-time.
Yeah.
And you had a hobby that started growing.
Yep.
And now you've turned it into a like a brick and mortar stop here in Boardman. And guys, if you're not familiar with Boardman, Boardman is it's a suburb of Youngstown, but every restaurant, every retailer in the world is in this town. So it can't be easy opening a restaurant to begin with.
No.
But you got a lot of competition out here in Boardman. Yeah.
We do. Luckily, our food's pretty good, so.
Yeah. Well, maybe when we're done stacking all this wood, you can give us a tour of the restaurant.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So on the menu today, guys, we have cherry. Jeremy likes to experiment. So you've even tried beech before. There's no beech in this load, but it's cherry. I got that oak that we made a while back. It's been stacked for a long time. And then up in the front is pretty much the last hickory that I have until I can get more coming in. So Jeremy, I've noticed that I'm freezing to death out here. It's a very cold morning, and you're in shirt sleeves. That must be because you've been running around like a crazy man all morning, and you got your sweat up.
Morning. Yeah.
So, what's it like opening up a business like this with all of your different vendors that you work with, and then you have to deal with the firewood? Have you have been buying your firewood off of me for a while, but you've also bought off of others.
Correct.
And you were telling me why you like coming to Ohio Woodburner for your firewood. What's the deal with that?
So I love how it's prompt delivery. We get great invoices. It's professional. Everything's cut perfectly. The splits are really nice. They're exactly what we need to make this place run smoothly.
Yeah.
When wood's all cut different lengths and different craziness, it's harder on us. So this makes it 1,000 times easier to run that pit.
Yeah, it's like if you're heating, with your house, sometimes you don't care what it looks like. But here with the firewood, with cooking with it, you want it to look good, but you also want it to burn good, and consistent splits, especially you, because you're using an offset.
Correct.
We'll show you his smoker here in a little bit, guys. But you don't want to have to be screwing around with that fire all day long. You like to get it lit and get it burning. Yeah.
Okay. It looks good for people.
Mm-hmm. Tell you what, Jeremy, you do a pretty good job stacking too.
Not my first time, huh?
Yeah. Maybe in your off time you can come work for me.
Yeah, I would love that.
This is all cherry, oak, and hickory, and I have it on this unloader, which for me works awesome. The thing that I have to do though is I got to pull it away from the edges and away from the wheel wells to get it to come out. Jeremy, what are you doing? You were supposed to be stacking this wood. What's going on?
Fire kind of comes first here.
Okay, wow, what do you got here?
So this is our firebox. This
Okay.
is where we load the wood. Kind of build it log cabin style.
Uh-huh. And that's all cherry that you put on there.
That's all cherry that we put in there.
Well, this is a nice looking smoker. How about you show us the smoker, bud?
So this is our smoker. Kendall Burris in Vienna built this for us, so it's locally built.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, amazing smoker. It works great.
Uh-huh. What are you smoking right now?
So right now I just had my brother load up a little bit of chicken, and we make our own sausage.
No kidding.
This is all homemade sausage. Literally just stuffed it today, this morning.
All right, so how long will these, what is this, chicken?
Yeah, that's chicken thighs.
How long will this stay in here and smoke then?
We're looking at maybe 2 hours.
No kidding.
Yeah.
All right.
We like to cook these hot and fast. That's why we got on the top rack.
Uh-huh.
That way it keeps that skin nice and crispy. These cases will kind of tighten up real good, make a nice snap. That's what we like to do with our sausage and chicken.
All right. So guys, this is what I'm saying. When you're delivering firewood and your wood is playing a role in food like this, you try harder, you know, and you want to be professional, and you have to cater to the caterers here with your service. It's not just the wood too, but it's your invoices. It's showing up when you say that you're going to be here, that your wood's not going to be covered in mud, and you know, you can still respect their operation too, because I wanted to make sure I don't show up during their busy time at lunch when it's all hands on deck. So that's why we're out here super early to get this wood stacked. Well, to watch Jeremy stack the wood. And I'll just hang out in here until all this food gets done. Jeremy, I couldn't help but notice, however, what the heck is this?
So this is some firewood that I got dropped off. I needed wood right away, and
just your emergency
just
stash,
my emergency stack here.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm just looking. It looks like it's mostly maple, but you know, that's what I'm saying, guys. This is probably going to burn, but I look at these big chunks and stuff, and that's not always what the smokers want. They like the smaller splits. They can control the fire better. Now this smoker, Jeremy, I recognize this. This is your first one, wasn't it?
This is.
Yeah.
This is what we this was our original upgrade. We went from cinder block pits to this.
Okay.
And this has served us awesome. It got us where we are. We did all of our mobiles. I mean, I've cooked for 270 people on this unit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then we're underneath a Versatube building, so this keeps you out of the elements while you're back here cooking.
Correct.
All right. So it gets really cold in the wintertime and really hot in the summertime.
It has.
All right. Well, Jeremy, I'm talking too much. We got to get back to stacking.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm serious, guys. This unloader is the best $30 I'd ever spent money on. Guys, it keeps all of the crud off the ground too. I can just keep pushing this back and just get the wood unloaded, and it just gives the customer a very nice stack of wood, which we're coming along pretty nice here. We got the cherry almost all stacked. Now we're going into the hickory and oak. Here we go. Jeremy, I'm telling you, you can have a bright future in Firewood, bud. Why don't you give up that smoker in there and like come out and stack wood with me?
I don't know if I could do that.
So you have, let's talk here for a second. You had opened.
Yep.
And I was laughing with him because I'm a fan of Bar Rescue, and they always have that stress test, where they just flood the restaurant with customers, and everyone's screaming and yelling and pointing and stuff. And it sounded like you had an organized, chaotic opening, just overrun with customers, but you took care of them, right?
It was. We had a overwhelmingly great response our first day. It seems like people were kind of waiting for us to open. We've been trying for about a year now, and word got out, and when we opened, they came, man.
Yeah, and you were paying rent on this place too.
We were.
Oh man.
For about a year.
Yeah, so guys, here's the deal with Jeremy. Jeremy had a full-time job in Pittsburgh, so that's probably an hour-ish drive every day, back and forth. And then he had a side hustle, which he was building. He got into this place, was paying rent on it, couldn't get it open, but he's fought through it all. He stayed profitable, and now he's open for business. Guess what, Jeremy, through all of this now, Jeremy has just done the big leap. So what did you do, Jeremy?
I quit my job.
I'll give you a high five for that, bud. Yeah, so Jeremy quit his full-time job, and you had a nice job too, and that's not an easy thing to walk away from.
No, yeah, it was a real hard decision, but when you have this passion and you have the good feedback and you have all that stuff, you have the support from family and friends, it makes it a little bit easier, and we figured it out.
And your wife was supportive?
So supportive.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Jeremy, me and you have a lot in common. Okay, we're both very good-looking guys, all right?
Obviously.
But we also have very supportive wives, because I wouldn't be here right now if not for her. And that sounds like the same for you.
Yep.
All right, well, let's finish up this. I'm interrupting your stacking here, Jeremy. And then he's going to give us a tour inside. And we are all stacked hickory, oak, and cherry. Jeremy, I think you did a really good job.
Hey, thanks.
All right, so how about giving us a tour of the inside of the restaurant?
Yeah, no problem.
All right. This is known as the Youngstown BBQ Company.
Yep.
I think your sign looks great. It is efficient, and there's no question what's going on here.
Yeah.
All right. Can you take us inside and let's see?
Yeah.
I like your wood display here too. That looks awesome.
So this is the Youngstown BBQ Company.
This is it.
Yep.
All right. And you have dine-in,
We do.
carry out.
Yep.
You will still prepare food for like offices, that'll order a big
we'll
order.
Do catering. We'll still do mobile orders down, at Birdfish, Modern Methods, all those breweries, all the fun places. Yeah.
Well, here's your menu board,
Yep.
and these are all your items.
This is all our items. This is what we usually have daily. Every now and then we will have specials. We have come across something that we like. We find, that we can turn something into something fun. We'll definitely do that.
Okay. Like your Coke machine. All right, so this is the crew back here. You're still not open. This is early morning. This is the morning task going on, right?
Yep. These are the guys that get everything going.
All right, and a lot of family members back here too.
Yep.
Okay.
That's my brother, father-in-law, cousin, and Jackson's back here. He's our faithful leader.
Yeah.
Potatoes, never mind the face.
All right. All right, so what's going on back
We
here?
got peppers and onions cooking for our sausage.
All right.
Standard cheesy potatoes in the oven.
I would love to just dive into that
Oh, I
right
bet.
now.
Got a couple on reserve.
Looks like a lot of
You already
cheese.
saw what's cooking outside.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
just a
wow.
little backup, that's all.
Got a real nice butcher block. I like it.
And in here we have our meats. We got ribs. Ribs aren't wrapped yet, but ribs, briskets, pulled pork, all the fun stuff.
Oh, it's hot in here, man.
Yeah.
Feels great. And it smells awesome too.
Yeah.
All right.
That's one of the perks.
So, Jeremy, what is your favorite dish that you make?
Man. I do love our pork belly sliders. Those are some of my favorite bites that we have. They're really good.
We have a lot of viewers at Ohio Woodburn are here in the Mahoning Valley, but also they come through on Interstate 80 or off the Turnpike.
Yeah.
If they stop in, what would you recommend that they try out?
I would definitely do our pork belly sliders and sausage sandwich.
Yeah.
That sausage is pretty good. You know, we make it all in-house here. Grind it, season it, stuff it,
Okay.
all right here.
And your location is excellent. So you're right next door to Starbucks.
Yep.
And you are right next door to Boardman High School.
Yeah, right behind
Where
me.
if you are Bernie Kosar fans out there, we all know who went to school there, huh? All right, so Jeremy, what are your hours of operation out here?
So we are open Wednesday to Saturday. We open our doors at 11, and then we go till we sell out.
Wow, and you've been selling out, right?
Yeah, we've been selling out around 2, 3 o'clock.
Oh, wow,
Tuesday.
that's soon.
Yeah, we get pumped in pretty fast.
Uh-huh. I think I see the day when you're going to be knocking that wall down and expanding here. Gee
Yeah.
whiz. All right. So, Jeremy, you are on to something big. And I think what I am so excited is that I've been here since the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know our
And
first wood delivery.
yeah, well, you and me are both growing together,
Yeah.
but you got it going on. You've really overcome, you've adapted,
Yeah.
and you are open for business here, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, Jeremy, I'm telling you, you've got it going on. You have a lot to be proud of. But I also noticed that you got another skill that maybe I could leverage with Ohio Wood Burner. You stack wood like a boss.
Yeah.
You do. And I'm thinking maybe in your spare time, and you probably have a lot of it here opening up this restaurant, why don't you come on out to my place and help me stack some wood? Jeremy, thank you for having me out, and I wish I would be here when you're open because I would stop in and get me my lunch. All right, guys, so let's all congratulate Jeremy. He has turned his side hustle into a dynamite location here in Boardman. And if you're in the area, stop in, tell him you saw him on Ohio Wood Burner.
Please do that.
Yeah. All right, guys, everyone have a great day.